spend more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Cause you ain't built like that.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull up with
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a first down throw, Watson. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
48-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 38. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Reception here by Ruggs. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Danny Shelton drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Compton, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Compton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Alert.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
36.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Rolling to his right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 7, Ravens 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Baltimore.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Marquise Brown.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That ties the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Watson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the 50, it's Watson. And complete to Zach Ertz. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a give right side. Compton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score. Broncos 14. Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And running with power here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A shotgun snap for Watson, escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A huge play there for Denver, 61 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Ravens 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll roll him out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try the left side. Compton. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Broncos have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm my defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, Compton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
It's a gain of 3.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
The game is tied at 38 all. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
The score, Ravens 48, Broncos 30.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
By the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 45.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Recovered by the Broncos.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick.
Today,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no